Hey guys, I want to show you the equivalent of a great thing and what it means to you. Here's Lisa Moore, right? She's a makeup artist in the UK. She's got a pretty cool site, but she was always on the bottom of page 3, so no one ever saw her site, right? They always were picking from her competitors because they couldn't find her anyway. Well, let me just show you where we're at right now. Did some work and got her up, and then we chose 18 keywords that average at the bottom of page 3, right? Position 29. You know how that goes. Page 1 is 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, right? So 29 is the bottom of page 3. So she was always down there. And then after a little work that we did, ba-bam, boom. Okay, there's your Google dance. And then after that, she shot up to position 4. And then this doohickey here, this bit right here, this drop, I think is because it went to a manual review and got cleared a couple of days later. And they may have probably made some tweak to it. Not quite position 4, but position 9, basically. So bottom of the front page is where she stands right now with the work that's been done for her. So if we were to take that same amount of work, by the way, this is a single month, right? Like we got this result hard and fast. The work started earlier on her, but this batch of work here is pretty recent. So what happens if we put another month into it? Then we should be able to crank her from, say, the bottom of page 1 to the middle of page 1. Another month, middle of page 1 to somewhere near the top. By the way, how much does she make when she's getting calls? Okay. Well, when she does jobs, she's got a prices page, and weddings, makeup work. If we go like to a wedding day, right? Typical thing, tons of weddings, tons of other events, Hollywood, Halloween parties and stuff like that, zombie parties. There are a lot of reasons people do makeup, and then all the different shows. And so a mobile makeup artist who can drive around, that's a lot of money. So on her wedding day, somebody's wedding day, it's the bride. She's going to get makeup and her hair done. The mother of the bride, makeup with the hair, right? Because it's on location. Bridesmaids, there might be 3 or 5 of them. Could be more. So their prices for all of that, when you put it together, you've got a chunk. She probably averages something like $500 per job. And then she probably charges a little extra if they want her to stay around for a couple of hours for touch up, during the wedding period. So if she does 1 or 2 jobs like that per day, weekdays, right, she's making a nice living. So how much do you think she would pay for a lead? Okay. Let's say she's paying $15 for a lead and she gets 2 per day. That's 30. That's the equivalent, right? So if she's getting 2 leads per day, $30 a day, and she does that 5 days a week, she's paying $150 a week. She's paying $150 a week. That's like $625 or something, $630 a month, okay, is what she's paying. Now, what's it take to make all this happen? This level, right, that would be paying out at the rate of, if this was dispatch center, she's paying per lead. And then you'd be getting like $15 for every call. That would be your cut, okay? Because you're getting the retail on this. You're paying us the wholesale to get the retail. We're trying to be the wholesalers. So if this is going through the dispatch center and that's happening, what's that mean? You're paying $125 a month to get what to happen? Well, that's just it. You're paying $125 a month. And after a few months, that kicks in. So now you're paying $125, you're getting like $625, $630 back each month. Wow, time to step it up. What do you think happens when you're in on something like that for one metro area, like Manchester, UK, with one lady? Well, what do you think we do? Let's have more websites, more backlinks, pointing at other areas that surround her, or other areas anywhere. There are makeup artists everywhere, aren't there? They all do the same thing. They all service the same area. In the UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada, in the US, tons of regions. We can backlink as many of them as you guys want to pay for. So you get your metro area of at least 1 million people, and that's what 125 will cover. And literally, we're going to do a job like this, and you're going to benefit from it directly. Okay? That's why you want to be in. Now, having said that, here's another one. This is a fun challenge because this is a much bigger client. And this bigger client here, they literally produce millions of plastic cards for different things. and they're paying for AdWords and they want to get off of that. So they're working up a lot of value to get off of it. This is a much more competitive environment. This would cost more like $500 a month to $750 a month. It's a higher level player. If you really want to push it, you go further. But we put out a bunch of websites for them with no good content on them. This isn't even UAP content. The guy wanted the sites done a certain way, so all the menu links go right to him. So it's almost like they're landing pages, which is kind of a no-no. I mean, the backlinks are like the equivalent of a press release now, which isn't that good. I mean, it's like 1/10 the power, okay? But having done that to this point, we were able to prove that the foundational website with no multiple pages is getting this far, okay? Got him from like an average of 29 to 24 on his stack of words. But what's going to happen next, the next round, we're going to infuse a lot of quality content, turn it into multi-page websites, and those are going to shoot up. They're just going to shoot up, okay? Because that's what we need, the content. The content's almost like missing. A one-page website isn't a website yet. We need like 10 pages for it to be a really good website. And then all of these scores are going to go way up in the air, okay? So if you were in on this project is aggressive. This thing will pay out. If this were paying in kind of the same way, this thing would be paying out thousands a month without question, okay? It's a very big client with a lot of orders, okay? There you go. You guys, you want to get into this. So you want to definitely be owning these things, because once you own a metro area for an industry, no one can take it away from you unless you let it go. And you're not going to let it go. You're going to build up your income streams from these. In fact, somebody asked, what if I'm paying and my area doesn't develop enough? We'll throw in some more metro areas until it does. We'll make sure it does, because we have so many to work with. We will get you there. No questions asked. You will be profitable. We'll just push it until we figure it out. But that's just it. We know how. What we did here, we can do with any makeup artist anywhere. What we're doing here, we can do with any other big client anywhere. It's just grow it, right? Matter of fact, this is kind of fun. This guy, we just threw him into the system and the backlinks just started to kick in. He's been around, and we just started to throw some linking juice at him, and I should have been tracking this for longer. It's only been 2 days. I know the graph says February to March, but that's because everyone's on the same layout of the graph. But really, take a look, March 3rd, right? And we got him from an average position of 6 to an average position of 5, right? You know, just shoving him up on the front page. That tacks on, like a couple of thousand a month in revenue for these guys. Right? Just that bump. The next bump will tack on more, right? Because getting him into the top 3 is the name of the game. Getting him into the top 1 is the absolute name of the game. Anyway, that's kind of cool. This other guy, we popped him up, and out of nowhere, I made changes to his site on this day, and 2 days later, Google went, boom, a little bit of action. And the changes I made, I think I spent like 5 minutes on. I just wanted to see something. And it had a reaction. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm learning some things from here, some things from here, some things from here, some things from here. And we're training our group how to do all the jobs better. So the best thing in the world, the more of you that join, the bigger, broader, and more solid we go, the more metro areas we get, the faster we get you profitable. Do expect to have to pay 2-3 months before you see any kind of cash back. Just expect it. But we are charging low ball in order to get a high-end return. Now, you have to start projects or we can't get you anywhere, okay? Anything that's here is owned, right, by somebody. So if you want to get into the game, you got to get at least one position going. That way we can get you into the system and start growing you, okay? How do you do that? You go to website-installer.com, hit the link for professional services. That'll take you to this page that breaks down what's going on. Here's how it works. And then just scroll down and decide what you want to do. You know, the bigger you go, the bigger the project, the faster it grows, the faster the returns. We're pretty much aiming for a 3 to 4 times return on investment, so to speak. So if you're paying $125 a month, our goal is to ensure that you're making $425 a month. We'll just tack on more metro areas until it happens, okay? If you're paying $250 a month, we want you at 3 times that. That's $750 a month back. Paying $500 a month, we want you at $1,500 back. Why? Because if you're making that kind of money, you're going to take chunks of it to come back and get more positions. How far can we go? 80 industries times 200 metro areas in the US. That's 16,000 placements that we're working up. And if we have too much traffic for one company, that's no problem. We just go ahead and divert. We round robin the calls back and forth or split the payment between 2 guys. They each pay their share. It gets the same effect though. Okay. So whether it's people are paying by the lead or whether they're paying by the month, we want 3 times that coming back to you. That way you're paying us the wholesale so that we can take care of your retail so that you're happy to come back and invest some more. And it floats all of us, right? If I try to central plan all this stuff myself with no foundation in the middle, I can't do it. I don't have the budget to drive everything up for a few months just myself, right? But if you guys are coming and doing this, you're giving us that budget for us to grow, control, adjust, amend, keep doing the day-to-day grind to learn this stuff and get better at it. Okay. So we got this far because you guys are floating us. The bigger you float us, the bigger we go. Okay. And that'll cover US, Canada, Australia, UK, England. Am I missing anyone? New Zealand. And for as many industries as we want. Also, if you want to just do this for your own projects, like you have your own website, you want to start backlinking like these guys here, then get a hold of me. Get on this thing. I tell people if you need us to build your website, start here for like 1 or 2 months, right? Like the first month we'll build you the website. The second month we'll hit you with 100 referral websites. And then you can pause that or stop that subscription and just drop it back to something like this even, you know, wherever you want to be to just kind of like continue your growth over time, right? Why would you even need to go that far? Remember, the bigger the industry and the bigger your game, right? The more it's going to cost to win because your competitors have been at this for years and you have to catch up with them as fast as you can. All right. So there you go. If you're not sure what you want to get, put your email address and put choose for me. Okay. We are definitely on track to get you started to receive like 3 times your money, whatever you're coming in with, after about 3 months. Okay. It takes months to rank, right? Nobody can build a project and get it to rank overnight. Google's like that, right? It sort of forces a slow rise for new websites on purpose. That's why even if you earned the rank way back here, they're going to give it a while to see what you do next, right? And see if you kind of like come back through and refresh the pages, which we did. And so then they finally do this and you're in the game, right? This is slows ups and downs. Your competitors will try to beat you back, but you just earn it as you go, right? And again, this looks like a long time for just a small rise. That's because the content came up as an afterthought. It's being created. And then when we hit the websites with it, this whole graph will shrink fast because these numbers are going to leap right up in the air. We're going to get this guy to the front page in like another month or 2. And he knows it. All right. There you go. That's it. That's the pitch. So definitely get in, get started, choose your weapons. If you want to start more than one position for more than one thing because you know what they are, you can do that. You can have a position like that. You can have another one for something else. Another one for something else. If you're not sure what you want to do, put choose for me. Okay. If you know what you want your business to be about, just make a smart decision. Is it a niche market in a small location? $125 a month will probably do it. Is it a niche market in multiple locations? Probably need $250 a month. Is it a moderately competitive market in a one location? Then $500 a month. Is it moderately competitive in multiple locations? $750 a month. Is it high competition in one location? $1,000 a month. Is it high competition in multiple locations? $1,250 a month. Just think that way. You know, the higher the competition, the more the money is, the more the other players have been fighting really hard and building really strong. So it'll take a little while to catch up with them. The real truth to rank done the slow and steady way, the way most people are doing it, is usually about 3 to 6 months. Okay, push a little further, and you're more like 2 to 4 months. And the way we're pushing, 2 to 4 months is appropriate. 3 to 4 months is realistic. Okay, now you know what's going on. make sure you're in. This is absolutely huge. And the guys who are in, they're the first guys who are going to be able to grab the next positions that get open. They're the ones who are starting to reinvest into more. The way you play Monopoly in this case, own more houses, own more hotels. As soon as you can, just keep building it up, invest, get more positions, grow them. Because all the industries we can make this happen on, we just go and do more nationwide. Like, this is proof that we can do this anywhere, right? This is the third largest city in the UK, I was told, Manchester. It's competitive. Within the industry, it's competitive. Getting her up at the bottom of the front page, with that amount of work for the second round of keywords, I mean, that is just proof in the pudding, okay? There you go. More to come, but in the meantime, go to website-installer.com, hit professional services, familiarize yourself with it, go ahead and sign up. This video's gotten a little dated by now. I should update it, but there you go. All right, that's it. That's what's going on. Take care.